Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Fairy Goddess Tarot, and in today's pick a card reading, we are going to be diving into any message that Spirit has for you right now. So if you were drawn to this reading, if you were drawn by the title, then you're in the right place because Spirit has a message for you. So let's just get right into it. So I have 4 piles for you guys to choose from, and I'm going to show you the crystals on top of the decks as well as a card from each deck, so you have more options to choose from. So whether you feel drawn to the crystal itself or the artwork of the card or even the back of the deck of each of the decks, then just settle in, take a deep breath, and meditate on whichever pile you feel drawn to the most. But I'm going to show you guys, for the card for each deck that I'm going to show you, I will be showing the Ace of Swords. So without further ado, let's show you guys the crystals and artwork. So for pile number 1, we have this clear quartz crystal and the Sharman-Caselli tarot deck, and this is the Ace of Swords. For pile number 2, we have this citrine crystal on top and the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, and this is the Ace of Swords. For pile number 3, we have this beautiful aquamarine crystal with the Angel Tarot, and this is the Ace of Swords. And finally, for pile number 4, we have this Unakite on top with the Tarot in Wonderland deck, and this is the Ace of Swords. So guys, feel free to pause the video if you need some more time to decide on your pile. We have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So once you've decided on your pile, you can scroll down into the description box. I've included timestamps for each pile so you can just skip ahead straight to your reading. So without further ado, I am so happy that you guys are here with me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are building our soul family here, and I love to have you guys on board. So without further ado, I'm going to be getting into pile number 1. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome into your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. So if you guys chose the Sharman-Caselli tarot deck or this clear quartz crystal, then this is going to be your reading all about the message that Spirit has for you today. So I'm going to just jump right into it. We're going to shuffle your tarot first, and then I've shuffled your oracle cards off camera just to save some time. So let's see what Spirit has to say to you today. What's the message that Spirit has for you? So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are building our soul family, and I would love for you to be a part of it. So you don't want to miss any new readings coming out, so hit that subscribe button. And also don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, or you didn't enjoy it yet because it hasn't barely started, but like this video anyway, just to help me out, you know? Okay, let's see. What does Spirit have to say to you today? What's the message that Spirit has for you? Pile number 1. All right. Spirit, what message do you have for pile number 1? What would you like pile number 1 to know? Okay, we have strength. I feel like you guys are going through a really difficult time at this moment. I'm feeling like a lot of anxious energy, but let me just see what else Spirit wants to tell you. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah. We also have Temperance. Wow, very beautiful energy. Let's see, what else, Spirit, do you have to tell pile number 1? You guys are at a very pivotal moment in your life, is what I just heard. Wow, okay. So we have the Four of Wands. the Page of Swords. And we have the Devil. Yeah, okay. Very direct message. And on the back of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. Guys, what lie are you telling yourself? What lie are you telling yourself about yourself that is not true? Let's get into your oracles. So we have Eight of Autumn, which is the Eight of Pentacles. Do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships. Excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. I hope all of these actually fit in the screen. Anyway, Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Anxiety. Clairvoyance, inspiration, interpretation, trust, death and rebirth, darkness to light. Going to have to put these a bit over. We also have, how does my body want to move today? Where am I called to use my voice right now? Impatience. And envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Pile number one, I actually had to pause your reading and end up doing it the next day. I had a delivery come to the door, and then there were people in the house all of a sudden, and it was just like a huge distraction. So I would rather be in the right energy to do your reading. So you've noticed that the spread has changed a little bit. I would just rather be, completely focused on your energy. And so, yes, moving on to what we see for you here, pile number one. I do feel like what Spirit is trying to tell you, what Spirit's message for you, is that there is something that you want to do. There is a goal, a vision, a dream that you have that you're holding yourself back from. Not necessarily, I wouldn't say holding yourself back from, but you're just not fully jumping into it as much as you would like to. So I'm just going to point out with the anxiety card, and then we have also the Seven of Swords. There is some kind of lie that you are believing about yourself. Now, whether that is that you believe that you're not good enough, that you believe that you can't do it, that you believe there is some kind of thing with like your alignment is off on what you're actually trying to achieve. So I don't know what kind of dream this is. I am getting for a lot of you, because I do see, where am I called to use my voice right now? So but I am getting very mixed. Like, this is a general reading, of course, so it's not going to resonate for everybody, but there is something that you want to put out into the world. There is something that you want to create. So I'm really getting YouTube channel for a lot of people. So that could resonate for you. Maybe you want to start making videos. Maybe you want to start putting your art out there. Something like a message. I'm getting writing also. I'm getting, you want to write a book. You want to start a blog. I'm getting like platform energy, so like online energy, so whatever that could be for you, but it doesn't have to be. You could also just, want to start a business. You can want to start like a coaching career. I'm getting, it really take it as it resonates. You would know best what this is that your dream is, but ultimately you have something that you feel intuitively you're called to it. And that's what I'm getting with the clairvoyance card. It's like, you intuitively feel like this is your path, like this is something that you want to go towards, but there's still things that are holding you back. So we have anxiety here. I do feel like you guys are in your head a lot about, I'm hearing your abilities are not enough. What does that mean? It's sort of like, I feel like you're beating yourself up for being a beginner, or at least not beating yourself up, but I feel like you're kind of being way too hard on yourself and the abilities that you have right now. Spirit's coming through with a direct message saying appreciate the abilities that you have right now and don't feel bad for being a beginner. I feel like for this pile, you guys sort of have this energy of wanting to rush through the process and wanting to already get to the end goal. Like you may, when I'm getting with this envy card as well, it's like you see a bunch of people that are already doing what you're doing and you sort of look up to them. And I feel like you kind of get into your head and get overwhelmed about all the things that you will have to do in order to get to that place. And so I just feel like you're sort of, and especially with this impatience card as well, I just noticed it's like envy and impatience. It's sort of like you have this dream and it seems so far away, and it's sort of like you just want to get there and you are being impatient with yourself about the little steps that it takes every day. And so what I'm getting with this, how does my body want to move today? It's sort of just saying like, what are the things that you can do today to move towards your goal? Like this, you see my channel, for example, at the time that I'm making this video, I have like 200 and something subscribers. I eventually want to grow this to be like a huge soul family and have millions of subscribers, and I want to touch millions of people's lives. But the way that I'm doing that is just making one video, sometimes I'm very busy in my day-to-day life. I have a job outside of this, but just taking the time to do one reading at a time. Like I don't have to, skip steps. I feel like what Spirit is trying to say to you is appreciate the small steps and sort of like, because you have to love what you do. And I feel like if you don't get into the habit of appreciating the process, then you'll never find joy in the things that you do. Like you might get to 1 million subscribers, or you might get to, like $1 million in sales or whatever it is that you want to achieve. But it's going to be very, like Spirit is saying, like you're going to feel very empty inside if you didn't fully embrace and appreciate the journey along the way. Like all of these small steps, like just me sitting here talking to you, pile number one, like it's not a small feat. Like I am connecting with you and I am appreciating the fact that, we're here together having this time and appreciating this time that I have with you here, talking with you. Obviously I'm not talking directly to you, but at the same time we are sharing this space, and you will eventually watch this and, you will connect with this. And I feel like what Spirit is mostly saying is like you also have a lot of insecurities about yourself and your abilities, but Spirit is saying like you're not incapable, you're just a beginner. I don't know who needs to hear, like probably a lot of you if this is your reading, but you're not incapable, you're just a beginner. And that's what I'm getting with this 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Autumn. It's the 8 of Pentacles, and it says, do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanships, and long-term projects. Yeah, so I feel like just taking that first step, maybe signing up for a course, maybe it would be, making your first video, maybe it's like looking into like a course for editing and how you want to edit your videos. Or I'm really getting a strong like YouTube energy, but it really doesn't have to be. Let me know in the comments down below like what it is that you're striving for, what it is that you're going after. But ultimately with the 7 of Swords, it's like there's a lie that I'm hearing has been told to you about your abilities. So maybe you grew up in a childhood or a household or whatever or even like maybe being bullied at school where people would just be mean to you and say things and, say very mean things to you, and you internalize that because that's what kids do. We think that the whole world revolves around us and like the things that people say to us, we take it personally. But, you don't realize that that's their stuff and they're just projecting onto you. They want you to feel bad because misery loves company. And I feel like you definitely internalized a lot of the limiting beliefs that, people have told to you. And Spirit is really trying to say that is not true. You are amazingly, beautifully gifted, pile number one. You have such a lovely big heart and a beautiful energy. And so what I'm getting with this strength card is like it's sort of like, no, I'm hearing you will overcome this. I'm hearing you will overcome this because look, she's taming the untamable. She's having the patience, the strength, the courage to look her fears in the face and not let them have power over her. And that's what strength is all about. It's all about, like, look at your fears dead in the face. Like, what are the limiting beliefs that you believe about yourself? Write them down in a journal. Sometimes when we write things down or when we say them out loud, like, ask yourself, what are my limiting beliefs? What is holding me back from this? And once you say it out loud, you can say, oh, well, I believe that I'm not good enough. And then ask yourself, is that true? Do I believe that? Do I truly believe that I'm not good enough? Do I truly believe that I don't have what it takes? Do I truly believe? No, like you'll find like when you say those negative thoughts out loud that you kind of harbor silently, when you say them out loud, you kind of realize how they're not your thoughts. They're not your beliefs. They're things that people have projected onto you or made you feel. And once you sort of uncover these subconscious beliefs that you have about yourself, I think like you'll just learn with this Hanged Man, like you will surrender to them. It's about finding the strength and the courage to face your fears, surrendering to them, and then alchemizing it into your strength. The Temperance is about patience. It's about alchemizing, though. It's about finding a balance of, the pain that we go through in our past or like all the insecurities. You find a way to alchemize it into your strength. So one quote that is coming to my mind right now is, never let a good crisis go to waste. And I truly believe that life puts us into situations, challenging situations, so that we can grow and learn from them. And if you start looking at all of the things that you've been through and asking yourself, what did I learn from that experience? Maybe you've gone through like a heartbreak or something. Maybe you've gone through a really painful childhood. But if you ask yourself, what did I learn from that? Well, if I had a really painful childhood, which I did, but I ask myself, what did I learn from that? Well, I learned how to be strong. I learned how to survive. I learned survival skills. I learned how to rely on myself. I learned how to be resilient. I learned how to forgive. I learned that, everybody has painful experiences, and if you can learn from them, you can actually help people. Like, I could not be of service to you guys today if I didn't go through pain and heartbreak and struggle and all of those things that broke me down in order to build me up again. And, we truly resonate. So I'm really feeling like you guys have a message that you want to share with the world. You guys have something that you want to create with the world, and you're holding yourself back. And I'm actually just noticing here, look at this Devil and the Page of Swords next to each other. Do you see how he's like, it sort of looks like he's looking his fear straight in the face? So the Devil talks all about addiction, limiting beliefs, becoming a slave to your insecurities, entrapment, things that are holding you back. And the Page of Swords, it's like, it's the truth. It can signify so many things, but what it means in this instance is you're staring your insecurities, your fears, your limiting beliefs, all of the things that that are holding you back, and you're staring it straight in the face, and you're saying, I see you. I see you. Because when we're unconscious to our limiting beliefs and the thoughts that we harbor, our subconscious thoughts about ourselves, we are a slave to them. But when we can truly see, oh, okay, that's my wound in love. Like, I don't open myself up to love because I'm scared of commitment. Okay, so now I can work on it. But if you don't realize these things about how you're operating in the world, then you become a slave to it. So I think the main message here from Spirit is to evaluate your beliefs about yourself. I'm hearing that you guys should really, I mean, you might journal, but I'm hearing that you need to journal a lot more. You need to talk things through a lot more and really evaluate the things that are holding you back, because Spirit is sending you a direct message saying, once you believe in yourself, just you go first. The universe will catch you. Whatever it is that you are working towards, whatever it is that is the dream that you want to achieve, Spirit is saying you already got it. It's already yours. And you just need to get into alignment with it first. But you won't get into alignment with it if you don't realize how you're holding yourself back. I'm being called to read this card for you guys. So it says, when we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? Yeah, so I think that might be a literal message as well as like a metaphorical message. I feel like for some of you, maybe like just getting out of your head, because I feel like there is a lot of rumination going on about, you know, just starting, and it's like, no, just get out of your head and into your body. What, like, instead of thinking for hours on end about if you should go to the gym or if you should go for a walk, just go. Just listen to that intuitive feeling, because you guys are very clairvoyant. You guys are very intuitive. You guys are very connected to your soul and to Spirit and to the universe and to your intuition. And there's a direct message coming through that you are being asked to listen to your intuition more. If you're feeling called to make a healthy dinner tonight, I don't know why I'm hearing that, but if you're feeling called to make a healthy dinner tonight and, you know, maybe go out and shop for ingredients and cook like a special meal for you tonight, or if you're feeling called to, you know, go for a walk if you're feeling down, just leave the house. Don't even think about it. Don't think, oh, you know, well, I don't have time or I have so much work to do. No, just leave the house. I promise you, like, it'll do so much good for you to just act on the things that you feel called to do. If you know, are thinking about making that first video, like, just start. It does not have to be perfect, because you're a beginner and it's okay. Like, if I look back at the first YouTube video I made, it's not nearly as good as the videos that I'm making now, and the stuff that I'm making now is not nearly as good as what I will be making in the future. But, you know, just start. And I think a lot of what you need to let go of is like these high expectations that you have of yourself. I think that you are way too hard on yourself, pile number one, and like, you have such a lovely energy, and I think you just need to be a lot more kind to yourself. I feel like you are going through, this is a direct message, like a dark night of the soul. You are releasing a lot of old habits, patterns, things. You're becoming a lot more conscious to it. And I am getting that there is a big transformation happening for you right now. Death and rebirth, darkness to light. You're stepping out of the darkness, pile number one, and Spirit is saying, we are here for you. We've got you. And, you know, we want to see you succeed, but first you need to realize what is holding you back. For zodiac signs, I actually realized I didn't mention it, but for zodiac signs, we have Capricorn, we have Sagittarius with Temperance, we have Pisces with the Hanged Man, and we have Leo with Strength. So those could be significant to you. You might have them in your birth chart. But yes, so now pile number one, I'm just going to get you some advice from Spirit, some messages from Spirit. I'll just see what they have to say to you. So let me know if that resonated in the comments down below. I really love to hear from you guys. I really love to, you know, just hear about your experience, or even if it didn't resonate, let me know as well. But also, if it didn't resonate, you can, it's definitely, you know, not your pile, and maybe you should choose another pile, or maybe there's just no messages. But I mean, I'm assuming if you're listening this far, then it has resonated. So let me know in the comments down below what you think, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe. So let's see. What does Spirit have to say to you, pile number one? What does Spirit have to say to you? What's Spirit's advice for you? Spirit, what's your advice for pile number one? Okay. We have we will light the path to new possibilities for your future. Stay aware. Yeah. I think what Spirit is saying with this, and this goes along with the you go first, the universe will catch you. Like, Spirit is saying, like, those steps that you need to take will become apparent, but you need to take the first step in order to see the second step. Like, don't think about 10 steps ahead. Spirit is reminding me of this analogy of, like, when you're trying to accomplish something, don't think of how you're going to do it. Just think of the very first step. Just start. And most importantly, visualize the end goal. Visualize, because this is how you manifest. You visualize the end goal in great detail, like how you want the final product of whatever you're doing to materialize. How do you want yourself to be? And then the universe will just give you the steps. The universe will light the path forward. So let's see, what else do you have for pile number 1, Spirit? What advice or messages do you have for pile number 1? Okay, we have go out and plant new life seeds, sow for your future. I'm really strongly getting that for some of you, this could be something completely new. Like, whatever it is that you want to do, for a lot of you, it could be something that's completely new, or something that you just have been thinking about for a long time, but you don't have a lot of experience with it. Like I was saying before about being a beginner, but Spirit is saying, like, try something new. It's going to light up your soul, I'm getting. So let's see, one more message for pile number 1. Oh, okay. I'm feeling called to take all of these, so let's see. So we have the one that flew out here. It says, spread your wings and fly. We are proud of you. Hold us in your heart, not in your home. It's okay to declutter. Might be a direct message for some of you. Maybe you're also, maybe some of you, it's also a metaphorical message of, like, maybe you're holding on to too many memories of the past and holding on to too many things, but also there could be a direct message of maybe you just have too much stuff in your house. Maybe you're feeling bogged down. Honestly, when you clean your space, you just realize how much lighter you feel. So maybe that's a direct message for some of you. Last but not least, we have be creative, look for ways to build, grow, and manifest. Yeah, you guys are really trying to manifest something. And I think the first step is what Spirit is trying to tell you is realize where your limiting beliefs are and just do it. Spirit is saying on the back of the deck, we have listen to your inner voice as we try to guide you. Use your intuition. Yes. Spirit is saying, like, we have your back with this. Don't worry. Don't fret. Whatever your worries are about this new beginning that you want to manifest, don't worry about it. Just take the first step. Pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Like this video if it resonated with you, subscribe to the channel. We're building our soul family, and let me know in the comments down below if it resonated for you. I had such a lovely time reading for you, pile number 1, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So welcome into your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. So if you guys chose the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot or this Citrine crystal, then this is going to be your reading all about the message that Spirit has for you today. So we're going to get right into it. I shuffled some oracle cards off camera, so after I shuffle your tarot, I'll be putting your oracle cards down and then we'll get into the reading. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are building our soul family here, so subscribe and like this video for me. It does me so much good, and you guys would be doing a massive service if you did both of those things for me today. But without further ado, I'm just happy that you're here, and we're going to be getting into the message that Spirit has for you. So let's see, Spirit. What message do you have for pile number 2? I just heard stubborn. You guys could relate to probably being very stubborn. But I also heard big goals, big dreams. So we'll see what that's all about. Spirit, what message do you have for pile number 2? Let's see. What message do you have for pile number 2, Spirit? Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. What message do you have for pile number 2, Spirit? Oh my gosh, that makes sense. Oh my goodness. You see the tower that just popped out of there. It flew. So we have the tower. Yeah, there's a big change, transformation happening for you guys right now. We also have the Ace of Wands. There's a new idea that you're going towards, just a whole new different path, something completely different. And we also have, wow, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. And on the back of the deck, we have the Star. Yep. And the Star comes right after the tarot. Sorry, comes right after the Tower in tarot. So there is a big transformation happening for you right now, pile number 2, but I just want you guys to know that it's all going to work out. Like, some of you might be very nervous, not wanting to make these changes, or just like wanting to stay in your comfort zone, I'm hearing, or just very nervous for change. But I definitely am seeing, like, and we haven't even gotten to your full reading yet, but this is a big message for you guys, that you have an idea, you have something that you want to change, you have a direction that you want to go, and you're feeling that call. And I just heard Spirit is facilitating this change. So some of these things are completely out of your control, and that's especially what we see with the Tower as well. For some of you, there is definitely, this always relates to, the Two of Cups relates to mostly like a love connection, but for a lot of you, I am getting that there's like a business partnership that is being formed or has been formed. Let's get into the rest of your cards, and we'll see what the rest of this has to say. By the way, you guys got a lot of cards. I might actually have to move these crystals up, because when I was shuffling your oracle cards, so many cards came out. Like, for each deck you had like 2 or 3 cards, and I was like asking Spirit, like, please, can you just give me like one card for each? But they were telling me, they said, we've been trying to get through to this pile. So maybe that's why I heard the word stubborn, because I feel like Spirit has been trying to communicate with you through your intuition, and I feel like you are aware of this to some extent. Like, you might think they're your own thoughts, you might think like they're your, and it's your own, like, it's your soul's calling, but it's like Spirit is saying, like, we've been trying to reach out, we've been trying to nudge this person in the right direction, and maybe you guys are being stubborn to the changes that are coming your way. But let's see what we have for your oracles. So we have community, inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart, the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. This is sort of like the Tower in tarot. Yeah, you guys are going through some big transformations right now. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. First chakra with Archangel Michael. We also have 7 and 8. There's definitely a progression happening here. And then, wow, 7, 8, 9. So we have the 9 of spring, which is the 9 of wands. Protect the fruits of your labors. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. I just heard a specific message that for a lot of you, like, things are going to fall away once you make these changes. Spirit is saying, let them fall away. There may be people in your life that aren't happy to see you moving in a different direction. They're not happy to see you becoming your highest self. they want to keep you in misery. This is just for us. I feel like it's for a select few people, that there are people around you that don't like these changes that you're making, whether you're conscious of it or not. There are people that kind of want to keep you on their level. It's a very specific message. And also that's the vibe I get. Like, this isn't what the card is meaning, but that's also the vibe that I get with this community card. It's like, in some way, these girls sort of like look like they're looking down on you, even though that's not what the card means. It's just like the energy that I'm getting for this pile. Like, there's just certain people that aren't, I'm hearing like envy, jealousy. There's people that are jealous of the path that you're taking in life and the direction of your life. We also have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Yeah, okay. We also have, what risk can I take today? And I'm being called to read the back of it. Be not mistaken, you will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap, but do not fret, your soul has wings. Yep. And I was just being called to look at these two. They have wings as well. Interesting. Wow, guys. Big, big, big changes happening for you right now. We also have impatience, wisdom, and finally, impasse. Wow. Pile number 2. What is going on? Let me try and rearrange these so that all of them can be in the frame, or for the most part. You guys got so many cards. But Spirit is so happy to be communicating with you here. So pile number 2, let's just get the first thing out of the way. You know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about you being called into a new direction. You're letting go of a lot of things that have been holding you back. And this is scary to you. There's a huge transformation in terms of your stability and your how stable you feel within yourself. Basically, it's sort of like a very internal transformation that's happening. And when this happens, there's going to be a huge external shift, as it usually does. But there is specifically, I'm hearing, a path that you maybe wanted to take, or a path that you thought you were going to take, or a path in the recent past. I'm feeling like there was something that you thought, I'm hearing, was going to last forever, or something that you thought was your path. And it's sort of like Spirit said, nope. I mean, you're still, it's weird because I'm hearing the path that you're on now, or the path that we are leading you towards, is better. And I don't know if this resonates for you, pile number 2. Let me know in the comments down below. But I am feeling that you're feeling this call to move towards a different direction. And ultimately, you're changing your vibration. Your vibration is raising. And you're letting go of a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of low vibrational energy that I'm hearing, like jealousy. I don't know if there's people around you that are jealous of you, but I'm really getting that with this 9 of Wands card here. Protect the fruits of your labor. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. This could be talking about what I was talking about before with just people's energy being different with you. I feel like you can't take it personally, because however people are reacting to the way that you're changing, like, true friends, true loving people in your life will always be happy for you and always want to see you succeed. your success is their success. But if there's people that, you know, their energy shifts, they're just, you might just notice like they're not reaching out to you as much, they're not, you know, talking to you, or when they do speak to you, like the energy is just different, they're very cold, they're very distant. That's a specific message for some of you. Like, Spirit is saying, don't take it personally, look at it from a bird's eye view and ask yourself, would someone that is loving treat me this way? Because someone that is loving would always, you know, talk to you and be honest with you. You know, hey, I just feel like you're going off on a new path and you're kind of neglecting me, and I feel like, you know, I want to spend more time with you. Like, that's a true friendship. But somebody that just holds like inner resentment towards you and doesn't communicate with you and is sort of projecting their jealousy and their envy on you, that's not a true friend. But I am getting this feeling that you guys have been sort of having a hard time with listening to the wisdom, that it's sort of like, you know, deep down that this change, this transformation, whether it's happening now or it's about to happen, like, I don't know, for some of you, maybe this change, maybe you feel it coming, maybe it's already happened. It could be different for a lot of you, but I'm getting that you sort of feel on the inside that this change is for the best, and you know deep down that this change that you're going through is going to bring you towards something that you can't even imagine, something so much better, a much more fulfilled life is what I'm hearing. And for a lot of you, I feel like you might be struggling with, okay, I know that this is for the best, I feel it, but at the same time, I'm really not wanting to go through it. Or there's just like some kind of resistance, there's some kind of, because that's what I'm getting with the impatience card. So you have this impasse card, and this talks about this angel that he's a guardian angel, and he's blocking the path forward for two friends that are walking, and, you know, reluctantly couldn't go through him, so they eventually had to take another path. And he was actually protecting them from I think it was like a landslide or something that was gonna eventually like take their life. And so I'm feeling like you, pile number 2, have definitely been through something or are going to go through something where there's going to be a major shift in your path, where there's going to be some kind of change that is going to lead you towards something better. And like, you feel this, you know this deep down, that this, either this path that you're on isn't for you, or there just has to be like changes to it or something like that. And it's just like, I feel like, although you do know this, it's sort of like you are reminiscing about, you kind of just want things to stay the same, and that just is like an attachment to, you know, familiarity. And even if the present moment is causing us discomfort, for example, like a relationship or just a place in our life where we feel called to go towards a new direction in our job, but it's like what we know is safe, what we know is stable, what we know is comfortable, and the path that we want to go towards, there's no guarantee that it's going to work out. But I think the message that Spirit really wants to run home is that it will work out, because this is divinely destined. This is your divine path. This was meant to happen. Spirit really wants to, I think, just confirm with you, because I feel like you know this deep down, pile number 2, and I think you've definitely like been through a lot of challenges, either in the recent past or just in general, just in life. And I feel like for a while you've let it, you know, affect how you feel about yourself, and affect like just how you feel about yourself is what I'm getting, like your worthiness, I'm feeling like. And Spirit is saying this was all for a purpose. Like whatever difficulty, whatever challenge that you've overcome in the past, this was all for a purpose. And that might sound annoying to some of you, for, you know, me to say that your pain, your challenges, your whatever was, you know, for a purpose. Like that could be annoying to hear, because it's like, oh, well, I wish I didn't have to go through that. But at the same time, Spirit is wanting me to really tell you, pile number 2, that you chose this path before you came on this earth, before you incarnated on this earth, you chose the challenges that you were going to face, whether you believe it or not. You chose the challenges that you were going to face before you came onto this earth, before you incarnated here. And this path that you're going towards, you can feel it too. It's divinely destined. Whether that is, I'm feeling for a lot of you that it's a career change. And I feel like, and this doesn't have to be, this could also be a relationship that you are moving out of one and going into another. And it has to do, I'm getting a lot of like worthiness wounds here. So yeah, with this, like break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, I just heard think bigger. So whatever you've overcome in the recent past, or you're overcoming right now, Spirit is asking you to reevaluate your direction and think bigger, because you guys are destined for so much more. With this Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, and then the Tower. I feel like for a lot of you, this could actually be like a relationship that ended and you're moving towards a new direction in your life, and it has nothing to do with love. I feel like the change has nothing to do with love. I feel like, well, for some of you it could be. For some of you it could be healing your worthiness wounds around love. For some of you it could just be, you know, like this person is falling away because Spirit has something so much better for you. Like I'm getting like soulmate vibes with this Wheel of Fortune. But what resonates for you, pile number 2, like you know best, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a career change, whether it's spiritual, evolving, whatever it may be for you, this change is divinely guided and destined. And there is a message also coming through that there are angels supporting you. You have support, whether this is in the form of actual people on this earth. Like I'm getting like new business partners that are coming in. Either you've met them already or you are going to meet them, but there are people that Spirit is sending your way that are going to help you on the path forward. This is definitely also an indication that there are guides, there are spirits, there are angels that are divinely protecting you and guiding you forward. And just there for you through this change, through this transformation, because I feel like it's very like difficult for you, pile number 2, like any changes, but this is like a massive change. So with what risk can I take today? Yeah, it's sort of like you kind of just need to trust. You just need to trust your intuition. You need to trust your feeling, and that's what Spirit really wants me to run home. Like the message to really run home is that Spirit really wants you to trust this feeling, this calling that you're moving towards something better, and letting go of the past with grace. And yes, the past will show up. Yes, like you're gonna miss it for a while, but at the end of the day, once you get to the other side of this, you're going to feel so much more fulfilled. And like, I just want to say one more time, like you are destined for success. With whatever this change is, it is destined to be successful. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have success here. It's written in the stars for you, pile number 2. So, and we have the star here. So it's written in the stars. You got this, pile number 2. And you are so amazing and so strong, and you are moving on, you are evolving, you are elevating your vibration, your frequency, I don't know why I just want to keep saying how amazing you are, pile number 2, because like you're having the courage, even though like it's really tough for you, you're having the courage to go through it anyway. And I just really want to commend you on that, because like whatever shift that you've been through, I feel like it's been something that you've had maybe struggled to come to terms with, but that is the message that I have for you, pile number 2. Let me know in the comments if that resonated. I really love to hear from you guys. I'm gonna get some advice from Spirit to end off this reading. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Let's see what Spirit has to say. I just looked up and saw 2222. There's definitely partnership coming through for you. Like something, I'm getting soulmate vibes, but you know, soulmate doesn't have to be like a relationship. It could also be like business partnerships. Just, I'm getting partnerships. So whatever that is for you, pile number 2, whether it's relationship, business, whatever you're manifesting, you will know best. But this is divinely written in the stars for you, pile number 2. Don't forget to subscribe and definitely like this video if it gave you some value in any way. It really helps out me and the channel. So let's see, what advice does Spirit have for you? Oh my goodness. So we're helping to bring a little luck your way. You deserve it. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. It's all about luck. It's all about positive shifts forward. It's all about positive movement forward, a change, a new direction. But this ultimately represents luck. And they're reaffirming that. Like, this is what you deserve. Whatever is coming your way, they're trying to say also, they're trying to run home the fact that like you're lucky, but you also deserve it. You're lucky, but you're also putting in the work for it. So it's like, luck favors people who actually put themselves out there, who actually take risks. And what risk can I take today? So don't think of it as, oh, I just got lucky, this is not gonna last, whatever. Like, whatever is coming in for you, whatever change you're making, it's there to stay because you earned it. We also have, never forget you are loved. Love never dies. Yeah, some of you could have really, you could have left a relationship and you're probably, maybe for some of you, I'm getting, having like a worthiness wound, or even if it's like your career, it could be like, oh, well, I'm never going to find the career that's for me, or this, you know, goal that I have is too difficult to accomplish. But Spirit is saying, no, like what they're trying to say, that you are worthy, you are loved, and never forget that. One more message for pile number 2, Spirit. What do you want to say to pile number 2? What message do you have for pile number 2? Wow, with the number 22. Yep, definite partnership coming in for you guys. Take the time to pamper yourself, or let others take care of you. Yes. Pile number 2. And on the back of the deck we have, we support you as you cleanse and clear, both inside and out. If that isn't a confirmation of everything that we've just said, I don't know what is. They're saying, we are here for you. You're not alone. You're not going through this change alone. We are always here for you. Whether that means that you have people in your life that you can count on, just think about them and be grateful that you have those people in your life. But also Spirit is really saying, like, no, you can't. Well, for some of you, you could see them, you could talk to them, you could have like a very intuitive relationship with them. But what they're really trying to say is that we're always here for you. Whether you can see us or not, whether you can hear us or not, we are always here for you. And especially through this change, I heard a very specific message for some of you. There could have been like angels that have been assigned to you, like new angels, more angels that have been assigned to you. Because in this life, we all have guardian angels, we all have guides. Some people, like minimum, you have one. But for people with like higher purposes, higher paths, sometimes you can have 2, 3, 4. But I'm hearing that, take this as it resonates, but while you're going through this change, I feel like for some of you, like Spirit assigned new angels, new guardians, new guides to your case, to you, basically. I don't know, that's definitely a message for somebody. Maybe you've been feeling like, I don't know, just new spirits. Maybe you've been feeling like the call, you've been feeling like maybe you're getting messages, synchronicities. But yes, pile number 2. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. I absolutely loved reading for you, and I love your energy, and I'm wishing you the best of luck on this new path that you're on. So let me know in the comments if this resonated for you. I love to hear from you guys. Don't forget again to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome into your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. So if you guys chose the Angel Tarot or this Aquamarine crystal, then this is going to be your reading all about the message that Spirit has for you today. So I'm super excited to get into this. Let's just see what Spirit has for you. The sun is poking through. I hope you guys don't mind. I really wanted to get this reading done for you. So usually I do my readings in the morning, and the afternoon is when the sun starts to hit. But you know what? You have a busy day, but you still gotta keep trucking on. I didn't want to postpone this reading till tomorrow, so let's get right into it. Guys, don't forget to like this video. It really does help me out. And also subscribe to the channel because I have so many more readings coming out. You guys don't want to miss them. And we're also building our soul family here, okay? At Fairy Goddess Tarot, this is a soul family. I love to see exactly all of your comments. And yeah, comment down below if this reading resonates for you. But let's get right into it. So Spirit, what message do you have for pile number 3 today? Spirit, what message do you have for pile number 3 today? Wow, okay, so we have the 3 of Wands, preparation. What message do you have for pile number 3 today, Spirit? Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles, control. We have the Hanged Man, angel of prophecy. I don't know why I just threw that down like that. Okay, let's see what else Spirit has for you. Spirit, what else do you have? Oh boy! That must be a very important card. We have the 8 of Swords, restriction. Okay. And let's see what else. Pile number 3. Spirit, what do you have for pile number 3? What message do you have for pile number 3, Spirit? Okay, I was hoping for 1, but Spirit doesn't follow the rules. So we have 2 cards. We have the 9 of Swords. Wow, okay. 8 and the 9 of Swords. And we also have the 10 of Wands, burdens. Okay, I'm just gonna move this a tiny bit. There we go. And on the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands, inspiration. I heard you guys I just heard a message from Spirit. You guys are getting out of a very tough time, but you also have recently been in a very, very difficult, I'm getting a very heavy energy for this pile. And Spirit is immediately saying they want you to surrender. They're saying surrender your pain. Oh boy, okay. I'm so sorry, pile number 3, if you're going through a very hard time right now. This feels, yeah, very heavy. I'm giving you guys a big virtual hug, okay? Like, I'm gonna just embrace you guys all. I'm giving you a big virtual hug. But we also have some oracle cards to get into. I shuffled them off camera just so it goes a lot faster. So we have opening heart, deep connections, water blessings. Love to see it. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay, maybe it's not like... So for a lot of you, I am getting the sense that you recently have, I'm hearing, lost a loved one, and I'm so, so sorry, pile number 3, if that is the case. I'm giving you, and I'm also getting choked up right now. I'm giving you a big hug, and I'm sending you lots of love. And if you're not ready to, you know, hear these things today, I would just kindly suggest that you get into a headspace where you're more comfortable and take as much time as you need to, you know, listen to these messages, because it is getting heavy, and it's probably going to get heavy. For others, it could also be that you just, I'm hearing like an ending in a career, an ending with I'm hearing divorce. I'm hearing the loss of a home. So I don't know how many people that resonates for, but let's see what else we have. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. This change that you're going through is, oh boy, I heard metamorphosis. I think that's what butterflies do, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, but I'm hearing metamorphosis. This pain, this loss, this suffering that you're going through, I'm not going to be, you know, I don't know what that word is to describe, but just like, oh, it's happening for a reason. Like, I'm not going to say that to you guys, because like, that's the last thing you probably want to hear when your whole life is being upended. But what I am hearing from Spirit is that you guys are going to come out on top. I'm hearing that, how do I explain it? Like, I'm hearing unrecognizable. You'll be unrecognizable after this in the best way. There's some big changes coming for you and some big blessings I'm hearing. We also have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Contract. Unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. I don't know why I'm hearing loss of a home. For some of you that might resonate, where you like recently lost a home, or you might have gone through like a really difficult like divorce or something. So we also have unity, do the right thing for the right reason, compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, a spiritually minded community. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? Okay. We also have the King of Winter, which is the King of Swords. Knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking, unemotional relationships. This really reminds me of like a lawyer. Are a lot of you going through like a legal issue right now? Is there like something legally that you're going through? I'm hearing divorce. I'm hearing like the death of a loved one. So you guys could be like handling all of the affairs. You guys could be like really like organizing everything, like the funeral and the assets or whatever. I didn't mean to say whatever like that. I just meant like, because I don't know exactly what goes on in those situations. I don't know everything that you have to take care of, but it does seem like a lot. And I'm just getting this sense of like there's something legal that you're dealing with right now that may not resonate for everybody, but I feel like for the majority of you, there is a lot going on right now, and especially in terms of like legal matters. So we have the King of Winter. Yes. Get advice from someone professional or objective. Yeah. So if you guys like are going through, I'm getting like get legal, like get professional help. I'm hearing like therapist, lawyer. Yeah, that's just what I'm hearing for now. So let's see. We also have, from whom can I release my judgment right now? Judgment closes our hearts to the truth and separates us from love. It binds us to our fear and holds us in shame. On whom are you placing judgment right now? Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. Okay. Last card, we also have workaholic. Okay, so there's a bunch of different messages going on right here, pile number 3. So let me go through all of them. For some of you, you can really relate to experiencing the ending of a relationship. I'm getting that for most of you, but there's also like something deeper well, a relationship could be anything, right? But specifically like a love relationship, a lot of you could be going through a divorce or just like an ending to a relationship that you thought would be forever. For others of you, I'm hearing like death of a loved one. So like this ending could be, it's definitely the ending of a manifested material relationship on this realm. Sorry, that sounded very esoteric, but what I meant by that was, you know, if somebody did pass on, they're always in your heart. That's what I meant. Like you always have, or even if like you broke up with somebody, like there's still like oh my gosh, okay. Yes, I'm hearing like there's still like an energetic cord. So if you resonate with the fact that you recently broke up with somebody, divorced or whatever, there is still an energetic cord between the two of you guys. So if you like find yourself like constantly ruminating, constantly thinking of them, constantly like just randomly, like all of your time and space and energy is permeated with their energy, it's because there's still an energetic cord there. There's still stuff to be healed. There's still lessons that need to be recognized, is what I'm hearing. There still needs to be some healing. And that's what I think this patience is about, and opening the heart. I'm sorry, pile number 3. This is a very intense energy. I can't lie to you. But we have preparation, control, and then the Hanged Man. And then the 8 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. Pile number 3. Well, let's actually go to the good news. Also, I just looked up at the camera timer and it said 1222. So 1 is for new beginnings and number 2 is partnership. It's union. So I do feel like the good news, and that kind of reinforces the good news that I was actually just gonna say. So what's coming in for you after all of this hardship and pain and whatever exactly it is that you guys are going through right now? Spirit right now is asking you to have patience, and I'm hearing this too shall pass. I'm hearing that you won't feel like this forever. You can't feel like this forever. Feelings change, and although it's the most frustrating thing in the world to be stuck in this energy right now and feeling these feelings, they're necessary for your growth, is what I'm hearing. I also just noticed that, remember before when I was talking about the butterfly, I just noticed that this Hanged Man has a little butterfly there. Spirit is asking you to surrender to this, to specifically, I'm hearing like find the wisdom in this pain, like find the lessons, if there are any, in this pain. And sometimes it's very hard to do when you're in the midst of it, especially if you lost a loved one, especially if like, you know, someone really dear to you has passed away. It's like, well, screw you. There is no lesson to it. It just happened. And I totally agree with you on that. I totally feel you and empathize with you. But I'm being called to share something. So I had a very, very rough childhood, and trigger warning, by the way, for anybody that this might trigger. But ultimately, you know, I had to look back and realize, like, what did I learn from that? And although it was really annoying to be prompted to ask myself this, it's like the only way that I'm going to get over this and see it in a better light is to ask myself what I learned from it. And what I learned from it was survival skills. What I learned from it is strength. What I learned from it is that I'm resilient. And I wouldn't have chosen to go through that as a kid, but at the end of the day, I learned so many lessons that turned me into the person that I am today, and I am able to hold so much space for people that are going through grief and heartache and pain because I have gone through the same thing. And so the good news is, though, that Spirit is asking you, like, once you're out of this energy, it could be different for a lot of you. So for some of you, you could have processed this, you could have, you know, dealt with it in a healthy way, and you're sort of in that energy. I'm hearing purgatory, but that's not the right word. Because it has kind of a negative connotation to it, but you're just kind of in this neutral energy. And what Spirit is asking you is to reimagine what you want for your life again. Like, after this loss, after this heartache, after this grief, like, what do you want to manifest in your life? Like, how do you want your life to look? And I am hearing for a lot of you, you could be very, I'm hearing detached, but I don't think that's the right word. It's more like, I am hearing that there's some kind of business deal that's coming in, and this is maybe for not a lot of you, maybe a select few of you, but it's specific. Like, some of you could really be into art. Some of you could really like have a creative career, a creative, I'm hearing pursuit, but you guys could really like have like a creative job, or it doesn't have to be creative, but that's what I'm getting with this workaholic card. And you see that they're working on a painting. But, and then coupled with this contract card, this talks all about like binding contracts. And so I'm really feeling like for some of you, okay, I'm getting so many messages at once, I'm sorry, but okay, so for some of you, a new business partnership, a new business relationship, a new business deal is coming in for you. For others, this is a message that everything, if you are going through any legal matters, it will all be taken care of, and it'll all be working out in your favor. And I feel like it's leading you down a path that you've never envisioned for yourself or imagined for yourself. And it's definitely not traditional. I think that what you're going towards is more of I'm hearing how do I say that? It's weird. Like, I'm having the concept of like alchemy, and it's sort of like, it's not traditional what you're moving towards, but it's like a mix of traditional, non-traditional, your interests, other people's interests, and it's all like alchemized into one thing. So that's a very specific message. I don't know, pile number 3, if this resonates for you, comment down below, let me know what you think. But ultimately what I'm seeing for you is a new beginning, and specifically I'm getting in life, but also in career. So for some of you, this could be a new relationship. I'm getting a lot like new career vibes, or like new business partnership, new creative idea, and you're really going to be immersing yourself into this idea. I think I just heard the message, it's going to be your new baby. So I don't know. Oh boy. That was a message for somebody. Trigger warning, okay? But for some of you, you could have actually lost a baby. And I'm so, so incredibly sorry if that happened to you, pile number 3. That was for a select few of you. I am hearing angel. Angel. This baby that passed away, it's your guardian angel. And it's what they're watching over you. And yeah, if you feel like their presence, just know that you're right, it is them. Spirit is saying, take as much time as you need to feel the loss of this thing, to feel the pain, to really feel all of your emotions, and don't feel bad about being in this energy for as long as you need. There is this human condition, I think, that when we experience tough, negative emotions, not negative, but just grief, just really tough emotions, I think that we want to get ourselves out of it. And when we take longer than we think is necessary to get out of it, then we kind of get hard on ourselves and we say, well, I should be over this by now, or can't I just get over this? Why do I have to feel this way? And I totally empathize with all of that, pile number 3. But I do think that your pain is going to be an important part of your growth, and don't feel shame for feeling it for however long you need to. I am hearing though that this is the end of a cycle, so that is also some good news to know, because if you notice we have 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. And where there's a 10, it's back. Oh, and there we go, 1. This is the end of a very tough cycle for you, pile number 3, and this is bringing you in new beginnings. I am hearing for some of you, it's going to bring in a new long-term, fulfilling, happy relationship. For others of you, I'm hearing that there's going to be like a business deal that's going to go really well, or a business partnership, a new business that's going to go really well. But Spirit is asking you to start imagining again. We're seeing this card, where are you being called to journey to, and imagination. So for some of you, like, this is a complete blank slate to start fresh, to reimagine what you want with your life, because I'm hearing like everything has been upended for you. But I think most importantly, just be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself, and if you are having a tough time right now, just be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself. It's okay to feel however you want to feel. I just looked up and saw 2, 2, 2, 2. Definitely partnership, but also that is a confirmation for what I was saying. But partnership is coming in for a lot of you, and whatever form you are manifesting it, that is going to be coming in for you without a shadow of a doubt. Spirit is saying, I'm hearing you deserve it. I don't know why I'm feeling called to read this, but it says, look at the person you are judging as if you are looking at a small child. See them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. See their desire to be loved and accepted. Add even more grace to open your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment from myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved, I am whole, I am limitless. And so are they. Yeah, there could be like some resentment that you're holding on to from a long-term relationship that just ended, or just judgment on yourself for maybe the way that you've handled things in the past, or maybe judgment on your feelings. There's many different variables, there's many different stories happening here. But ultimately what I'm seeing is that Spirit's calling on you. Like, if you need professional help, if you need like a lawyer, if you need a therapist, like, they're asking you to reach out for help, because this isn't something easy that you're going through right now, pile number 3. But ultimately I am seeing a really positive outcome, that you get to totally reimagine your life, and something really good is coming in for you as a favorable outcome in terms of if you're dealing with a legal matter. I'm going to get you advice and any message that Spirit wants to bring for you to end off the reading. And again, pile number 3, I love you, and I'm giving you a really big hug and sending you so much love. Okay, let's see what Spirit has for you, pile number 3. Let us hug you. Close your eyes as we hold you close. Yeah, I think Spirit seconded what I just said. They're here for you every step of the way. And though you can't see them or hear them, if you're not, some of you may be able to see them or hear them, but just know that, and this was also, this is a specific message for some of you, that you could have lost a loved one, and they are coming through right now and sending you like the biggest hug and lots of love, and they just want you to know that they're always with you. What else do we have, Spirit? I just heard the message, it's not your fault. I don't know who that would resonate for, but that's what I heard. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Okay, Spirit, what else do you have to say for pile? Okay, that one wanted to come out. Make room for that happy ending. It's now within your grasp. Yeah, that's what I was saying before with this Imagine card. There's new things on the, and I was gonna say that before I even saw the horizon, but I'm hearing like there's new amazing blessings for you that are on the horizon. I'm also hearing visualize it and Spirit will take care of the rest. They're saying we'll take care of the rest. All you need to do is have a direction of where you want to go and Spirit will take care of the rest. I'm being called to look at this. It says give yourself time, be kind to yourself, and heal in your own way. I need to put that down because that was definitely for you guys. And what I was saying before about healing in your own time. And there is no timeline for healing, whether it's a week, a month, 6 months, a year, however long it takes. Pile number 3, there is absolutely no shame in that. And if anybody tries to tell you any differently, if anybody tries to shame you, you should just be over it by now, you can politely tell them to screw off. Okay, one more message for pile number 3, Spirit, because this is a special pile. Spread your wings and fly. We are proud of you. Yes. And this just goes along with the message I was saying before about the butterfly, that you guys are in a metamorphosis right now. You guys are in a transitional period, transformational period in your life right now. And the best thing that you can do for yourself is just be kind and know that it's okay to feel whatever you're feeling. Pile number 3. I'm giving you the biggest hug, pile number 3. Let me know if you feel so called to do so, to leave a comment for me. Let me know if this resonated for you. And I'm sending you so much love, okay? We'll see you guys on the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome into your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. So if you guys chose the Tarot in Wonderland deck or this Unakite, then this is going to be your reading all about the message that Spirit wants to bring to you today. So I shuffled some oracle cards off camera, but first we're going to shuffle the tarot. We're going to get right into it and just see what message Spirit wants to bring for you today. So I'm leaving this totally open for Spirit. Spirit has free reign. Whatever you need to hear, I'm guessing that they'll do their thing. So don't forget to like the video. It really does help me out more than you guys know. And subscribe, because we're building our soul family here and I want you guys to be a part of it. So let's see, Spirit, what message do you have for pile number 4 today? What message do you have for pile number 4 today? So we have the Magician. We have the 4 of Wands. I'm sensing like strong, independent female energy. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because I feel it, that's why. I think you guys are also learning how to trust yourself. Yeah, I'm getting this energy of like, for the first time in your life, you're learning that your voice has value, that I'm hearing like gaining independence. So I don't know. Let's see. We also have the Hermit. We have the 6 of Cups. We We have the Lovers. Okay, so that one came out first. We have the King of Pentacles. I love this deck. Like such beautiful colors. And we also have the Devil. I'll move this a little bit. You guys got a bit more cards than I was planning, but that's okay. And on the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. New beginning for you guys showing up. But let's see with your oracles. So to start off, we have, sorry, my OCD. Okay. To start, we have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Sacred action, decisive focus. I just heard, well, I can't say it on YouTube, but bad fill in the blank energy, bad energy. So that's what I just heard. So we also have the 10 of Winter, which is the 10 of Swords, the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. Let's see if I can move this up a little bit so you guys can see everything. That'll have to do. Okay. We also have the 6 of Winter, so the 6 of Swords. Positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. Oh my gosh. Door to romance. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. When was the last time I danced freely? Yeah, okay. We also have Miracle. And Impartiality. Wow, okay. Pile number 4. You are gaining massive, massive confidence in yourself. Slowly but surely. It's a process, I'm hearing. This is like you are determined to make a change in your life. You recently have been through some sort of situation that was either heartbreaking or it just broke you down. It made you feel defeated. It made you feel, because that's what I get with this 10 of Swords energy. That's always like something that has just beat us to the ground in whatever way that may be. But it's also, Swords has to do with ideas. So it's like, there's like beliefs that you've had about yourself that they weren't true. And this wasn't, I'm hearing conducive of a healthy relationship with yourself. This could have been like a heartbreak or something. So you could have gone through a recent heartbreak with somebody. Something could have ended with somebody. And I feel like this was a catalyst for change for yourself. Pile number 4. I feel like you're seeing yourself in a different light than you used to. I'm getting that with the Magician and the 4 of Wands. It's sort of like you're learning how to fill your own cup. You're learning how to let go of things that no longer serve you, letting go of things that don't make you feel good, learning that it's okay to feel your emotions, that it's okay to be sad about something ending, but still accepting that, you know, these things have to go for me to feel my best. I think you're learning to prioritize yourself a lot more. And you also I'm getting like you really just don't want to feel the way that you have been in the past. And I think that just the feelings alone that you've been feeling, it might be for a very long time that you've been feeling this way, but it's sort of like you're done feeling crappy about yourself because you don't deserve that, and you're realizing that. And so I feel like in the recent past, you've sort of gotten to this energy of, you know what, I'm going to start building my life for me. I am going to do the things that make me feel good. And I'm just getting with this awakening card, energetic upgrades, a new way of being. Like, there's a direct message that Spirit's saying that like you are changing, if you needed to hear that. Because I feel like, you know, we can kind of not realize how much we've changed because we're so close to it. You know, if you just look at the last 6 months and where you were 6 months ago, either emotionally or mentally or physically, whatever it may be, just look at how you were living 6 months ago and where you are now. Spirit is saying you have done massive change on yourself, and you have built this confidence in yourself that is starting to become unshakable. You're really moving away with the 6 of Swords. You're really becoming conscious of things in the past that were not serving you, things in the past that didn't make you feel good. And you're moving towards just a more stable and balanced place. And with this regret card, I know that I cannot change the past. It's sort of just like you're learning to accept that that is the way that you were, or that is the mistakes that you made, or that is what happened. But moving forward, all that I could do is change who I am so that I can manifest different results for myself. And I'm getting that with the Magician as well. It's sort of like you have tapped into the power of yourself, your spirit, your soul, and you're realizing that, you know, the power is in my hands. You're really taking hold of that power, and you're calling your power back. You could be very focused on just your growth right now with this decisive focus. It's sort of like you're just focused on cultivating a life that you can feel happy and comfortable and confident in. With this door to romance, I am feeling like so you guys could be manifesting love. Love could be very important for you guys. And it's sort of like I almost don't want to say that because you are focusing on yourself, love is going to come in, because that's almost like not true. It's sort of just like, well, it is true, but it's almost like when I say that, then you start to focus on, you know, some people can tend to like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this for the result of having somebody in my life. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with wanting a partner, wanting to share your life with somebody, wanting to be in a relationship. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I think Spirit is trying to say, do this for yourself. Like, and that's what you are doing. I'm just saying, keep hold of the vision that above anything, you deserve to be happy. Above anything, above anybody that comes into your life, you deserve to be happy. And you have cultivated, and you are cultivating this ability to see situations more clearly. This impartiality card talks about this woman who has 2 cans of paint, and it's like a legend where there's 2 neighbors in her vicinity who want to change the color of their fence. And one neighbor who's living next to the other neighbor, they each want to paint their own fence. And so she's instructing them, okay, let's each give you a can of paint, but you're going to paint your side of the fence the color that your neighbor wants. And I don't know why that's really important. It's sort of like you're learning how to be more free within yourself, more, I'm hearing inclusive. You're learning that not everything is going to go your way, but at the same time, you can still have this sense of peace in your life that is unchanging. In the past, you could have struggled with addiction or codependency issues, but I'm specifically getting more of like, depends for who's watching. This is going to resonate differently for everybody, but addiction could be of all things. It doesn't have to be, alcohol or drugs or the typical things that we think of. It could just be, addiction to social media, addiction with the way that we are perceived in the world, addiction to whatever it may be for you. I'm feeling like you're just learning how to live your life for yourself more than anything. And I want to say that you are manifesting love, but at the same time, you're also manifesting just a new beginning for yourself, a new energy, a change in frequency is what I'm hearing. I do feel called to say that I am seeing for some of you that there is going to be a situation where you have the chance to forgive somebody that really hurt you, either in the recent past or it's been a while. There's going to be a chance for forgiveness from somebody in the past, is what I'm feeling. And I think this is also just, I'm hearing a test, but I don't think it's not like Spirit is purposefully testing you or anything like that. It's more of just like, yes, it's easy to be in this energy when you're alone, when, you don't have, because I feel like you've been not in this hermit mode, but kind of. It's sort of like I feel like this pile has sort of like gone through a difficult time and went within and really like isolated themselves from not everything, like not total isolation, but just more like you've really done the work, pile number 4, to cultivate that sense of peace alone. But I think the true test is once you are aware of these lessons, once you have gained the wisdom, the true test is, for example, if you in the recent past have, broken up with somebody that just didn't treat you right, or it could just be like they weren't ready for commitment, and, you can spend your time alone, heal, recognize the lessons, recognize where you went not wrong, but I'll say recognize the energy that you were in that was not bringing you towards the end goal that you wanted. Maybe you were being a bit too codependent on that person. Maybe you were relying on them for validation or love where you should have been filling your cup more, whatever it may be. It's just an example. So like if you've done the healing work, you have recognized the lessons, you know where you went wrong, but then this person comes back. It's sort of like, well, that is the true test to how much you've learned and how much you've grown, because it's so easy to be in this energy when this person is like gone and left. But, when they come back and they say, oh, I miss you, I want to, it's like the true test is like, oh, how are you going to deal with this energy? And so I think there's going to be something like that for you guys, either happening right now or about to happen. And I feel like this is your choice and this choice I'm hearing will give you the confidence in yourself. But ultimately, Spirit is saying that you have grown so much, and never underestimate yourself and the things that you can do. Spirit is saying like you have the ability to create the future that you want to. It's you, and you have the ability to really live in that frequency, because I feel like sometimes maybe you can, move forward on a goal or move forward in like the way that you're feeling, and then all of a sudden you can revert back to like your old ways. But Spirit is saying like, no, that is normal, first of all, and don't beat yourself up for it. This is a pattern that you've had for a long time, and it takes a while to get out of it. So, that time where you're in that new energy, it matters. and it's still life-changing and your body still remembers that. But I think also Spirit is saying, like, stop taking it's a direct message, like, stop taking yourself so seriously. Stop making everything about, like, I need to grow, I need to change, I'm not doing things right, so I'm going. So you may be, like, focusing on your progress like that. Like, you may be being way too hard on yourself and not enjoying the process of this change, which is normal. But I mean, Spirit is kind of asking you to lighten up, stop taking yourself so seriously. I think that some of you guys could be very creative, or at the very least just enjoy doing, like, moving your body and feeling in your heart space. And some of you could really love dancing, because we have, when was the last time I danced freely? And on the back of the deck, not the back of the deck, the back of the card, it says, dance, because it will shift you into a beautiful state, because it will get you out of your head and into your body and heart, because fear lives in the head, along with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make the shift. You will feel a charge of joy and confidence take over, and you will feel a soul reminder to live and lead from your heart. Ultimately, like, Spirit, I think the message that they're bringing forward is that they're recognizing the change that you're making, but also I'm hearing, don't forget to live. You can be maybe running away from the mistakes that you've made in your past, or just the person that you were in your past. And although that is giving you a goal to work towards, a healthy goal, at the same time, Spirit is asking you to connect with your heart space more and ask yourself constantly, like, am I living through my heart or my head? Is this decision that I'm making living through my heart or my head? And if you're wanting to, I'm hearing get back with somebody. So I don't know, maybe someone is coming back from the past with this door to romance card. I am feeling like it's just a new opportunity for you to be your authentic self, and most importantly, trust in your intuition, trust in the messages that you've been receiving, trust in this new change in yourself, and trust that you will know what to do if you live through your heart. Pile number 4. I'm gonna get you some advice now from Spirit, anything that they want to say to you. Let me know in the comments down below if this resonated. Like this video also, that really does help me out a ton. And don't forget to subscribe, because we are a soul family and I love you guys. Spirit, what do you want to say to pile number 4? What do you want to say to pile number 4, Spirit? What message do you want to leave with pile number 4? So we have problems that have held you back are being cleared. We are monitoring it. Yeah, you're definitely creating stability for yourself. Like, above anything else, you are really learning more about yourself and growing, and just, I'm hearing you're like creating legs under the table. Like, if something else happens to you that is devastating, or, you know, sort of feels like you're knocked off your feet, it's sort of like you have other legs to stand on. So let's see, Spirit, what else? But I'm definitely feeling like somebody is coming back from the past. Whether this is welcome or not is really up to you, but I think this is going to be a test to how much you've grown and how much you've really overcome your codependency issues. I'm hearing codependency. So a lot of you could have not suffered from, but like have had habits or just a behavior of codependency in the past. And I feel like this is now your chance to truly live the way that you want to live, and to not give. I just got a message that, like, this person, I'm getting, or like there's somebody around you, whether it could be this person that I'm getting for a lot of you, that you could have suffered, not suffered, you could have gone through a recent heartbreak. And whether it's this person that's coming back around or just a friend in your vicinity or whatever, take it as it resonates, you would know best. But there is somebody, I'm just getting with this Devil card, because it's like, okay, you see the King of Pentacles here, that's the Mad Hatter. And then you see in this Devil card, it's sort of like whenever this person is around, they just bring you down. It's sort of like whenever with this energy, whatever it may be for you, like you would know best, pile number 4, but it's like you are so good when you are on your own and living your purpose and you're drinking your tea and you're happy. And then it's like when this person is around, just look at how they're just miserable. They don't. And so I just feel like Spirit is, I just heard the message like manifest something better. Think bigger. Let's see, Spirit, what else do you have to say to pile number 4? So we have, you are ready for a change of scenery, explore. Yeah, some of you could also be moving or planning to move maybe to a different town, location obviously, but different, whatever it may be for you. Maybe you're planning to maybe not move like country or move cities, but just like move in a different environment. I'm also getting that some of you guys might be like trying something new, maybe going to yoga or just going to the gym, doing things that feed your soul. But I was getting that with the 6 of Swords, because it has travel or relocation, and it says you're ready for a change of scenery. So some of you guys could be, and Spirit is saying like, we fully support this decision. We love that for you. We care about you. We want you to take care of yourself. Yeah. Ultimately, pile number 4, this is about filling your own cup and realizing what truly fills you up, and to stop living your life based on the way that other people want you to, or it's sort of like you're attaching yourself to other people's energy and so this message just came through. Spirit is saying you're allowed to say no. You're allowed to say no. If somebody comes back around, you're allowed to say no. If you are asked a question that you don't want to answer, you're allowed to say, I don't feel like answering that. Or you're allowed to just not say anything. You're allowed to live through your heart and do what you feel is best. And if someone else doesn't like that, that is their problem. Like Spirit is just being very blunt right now and saying, live life for you because you know best. On the back of the deck, we have put on your dancing shoes. Yes, some of you guys need to lighten up. Some of you guys need to move around. Some of you guys need to listen to your favorite song, go out with friends, have a good time, try something new, have a change of scenery, go on a road trip. Spirit is asking you to enjoy life. You are making all of these changes. Spirit is saying, remember why you're making all of these changes. You're making all of these changes so that you can enjoy your life more, so that you can be more fulfilled. And yeah, Spirit is really saying, so put on your dancing shoes or walk along the beach. We encourage you to move. Yes, and also number 33 and number 33 as well on this Door to Romance card. So that is an Ascended Master number 33, but it's also about community. It's about stability. It's about working towards a higher purpose and creation. So also some of you could be life path number, is that a thing? Yeah, I think life path 33 could be a thing. Also the number 6. Anyway, so those are all the messages I have for you, pile number 4. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if this reading resonated for you. I would love to hear from you. But I hope you have the best day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.